What's going on, guys? Texas Platinum is back with a special video this week. It's the college football offseason, and it so happens to be the NFL postseason. And in the past, we've done some uniform ranking videos, most notably a college football top 10 video about a year ago. And then recently, of course, if you've seen it already or not, we've done a Texas Longhorn kind of uniform assessment for the upcoming season. They'll be getting some uniform changes for the season. So we discussed that ad nauseum. But today, Madrid, who's back after a bit of an absence, and I are going to be talking about our top 10 NFL uniforms of all time. Of course, these are our lists. These are our opinions. You don't have to agree with them. But yeah, we're holding fort tonight. Matt Myers is actually in the process of moving right now, so giving him a bit of a break, but we got Matt Madrid back. And Madrid, how are you doing? And how are you feeling about this video ahead?
How am I doing? I'm doing well. School is starting again, so I'm trying to find my groove again, which I think it'll be easier to find this time. But yeah, I'm doing great. I'm excited about this video. I don't know. I'm a real, there's a real special place in my heart for NFL uniforms and NFL decor in general. I'm a big, I'm that type of guy to follow those this is so nerdy. Those helmet stalker Instagram accounts? You don't know them.
I think so, but
they basically basically just keep you up to date in certain players helmet changes, and I love that shit because I think it's real personal and stuff. So when a certain player that I like changes his helmet or something like that, I'm ooh, he's changing it up. I don't know, it's stupid, but I love the decor of NFL stuff. So yeah, I'm real excited about this one.
Yeah, and you're definitely the biggest NFL guy on the Texas Platinum channel. I feel like every time there's an NFL something, NFL news or what, we're asking you for the update. So you're definitely qualified for this video, in my opinion. And
appreciate it.
Let's have you start then, Madrid.
Okay.
Let's go to start at number 10 and work our way down.
It's gonna start with a helmet on this one, but I love a helmet that sparkles. I like in the sun. It's it has like the Packers one does. But this team, the Carolina Panthers, bro, I love their blue and white uniform with their base uniform with their helmet. I think it looks so good, especially during a noon game or a 3 p.m. game when the sun is real high. So you see a replay and they're running, it's just twinkling off the side like stars. It's so good. So yeah, that's definitely a personal preference take, but the Carolina Panthers just base uniform, I think it's very good. And I don't think it's changed that much since they've been established. So I think that's really cool too. I really noticed it when Cam Newton started doing that whole Super Bowl run. I'm damn, I really like those uniforms. But yeah, number 10 for me, Carolina Panthers base uniforms. You can't go wrong with those.
Quick question before I go to myself.
Yeah.
Do you like the blacks or do you like the blues better? Because I personally really like the blacks, and I'm not much of a black guy.
Okay.
But
yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm always the guy that's if you want to wear black uniforms, it better be in your color scheme. I don't want to just wear black for black's sake. I know black goes with everything, so it looks good, but I don't know, it just seems a little cheap and tacky that way. I do like their blacks, but it's not my favorite.
All right, my number 10. It's a pretty classic uniform, and obviously it's gotten a lot more notoriety as of late. But I like these even before this team was good. The Kansas City Chiefs, I think, have a very good uniform. I really love their red. It's just so vibrant. It just pops off the screen.
Different type of red.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's like fire engine red, just really bright in your face. The yellow and white to go with it, kind of that yellow trim, it just goes together perfectly. I love the logo on the helmet, that old KC. It's so classic and old timey, but in the right way. And then also really love, the AFL patch that they have is really cool too. Their founder, I think his name's Lamar Hunt, if my memory serves me correct. He founded the AFL back in the day, and they wear the patch, I guess, to kind of honor his legacy.
I didn't know that they have that patch there.
Yeah, and it's always there.
Yeah,
at least they've had it for a while. I think they put it on when he died, and then they just kept it. But I think it fits. It fits the whole uniform perfectly because that old AFL logo kind of matches the old aesthetic of the whole uniform. And they've worn this uniform for forever, basically since their establishment. So it's a very classic look, and I just love that red. There's a lot of red college football teams.
Yeah,
NFL teams, there's not a lot of red, which is kind of surprising.
Right.
So it really stands out. So number 10,
that
I got
yellow is like really nice on the eyes too, with like the bright red. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, that's a good pick right there.
It's very balanced.
Yeah. I want to be able to describe this one, so I'm on the website real quick. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I hope you have this one on your list somewhere. But okay, it's the is it 90s or 80s? It's like 80s, early 90s. New England Patriots, bro, with the center on the helmet, like hiking the football.
Pat the Patriot.
Yeah, but not their white ones. They're red jerseys. Red jerseys with that. Okay, with the white pants, dude. That I love watching like old NFL films when I was little, and I loved watching the just how much they popped on the screen. You know.
Yeah,
I think it's the perfect. Because usually, okay, I'm probably wrong about this, but I think that when teams go red, white, and blue, red is not. I feel like people like I feel like red is never like the full on color.
It's always the accent.
It's always the accent. Yes. So like you think of the Texans, they don't have like they do have a red jersey, but they don't wear it as much. Like this was like your perfect like red, white, and blue, but it wasn't gimmicky like, oh, we love America, red, white, and blue. It was like it went together with like the white pants. They wore like a blue belt too. It was like really nice. But yeah, I've always been a sucker for like the red and blue stripe on the helmet, and then with the guy like snapping the ball. I don't know. I think that's iconic. I love those. It made me like a day 3 Patriots fan when I was little, just because of that one uniform.
I like it. Yeah, that's definitely a classic. That back when they were wearing throwbacks, that'd always be a fun game to watch, to see Brady in the throwback with the Pat the Patriot helmet.
Also, they weren't really good when they wear these uniforms,
right?
So like it just goes like, wow, that is sick.
Actually, I think they went on a Super Bowl run in those uniforms.
Did they really?
Yeah, they were good for a little bit, and then they weren't good. Well, they weren't good originally, and then they got good. Then they weren't good, and then they got good.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 1992 record, and it's 2-14. It's just not good.
Oh, not at that point, but I think in the late 80s they were good.
I think it was late 80s too. Yeah,
so something like that. Yeah, I like it. Good pick. For me, number 9, I got the Saints home uniform.
Okay.
You can't go wrong.
I tried that one. I just couldn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
But go.
Yeah, in my opinion, you can't go wrong with the gold and the black. It's just such a unique combination that it's intimidating, but it's also kind of glitzy. And it kind of, I think it really matches the culture of not Los Angeles, New Orleans.
It's real bayou, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, just that that fleur de lis, and you kind of get that Mardi Gras look with the gold. They've had these uniforms kind of like the Chiefs. They've had the black and gold look basically since the 60s when they founded the team. So they were kind of ahead of their time with the whole black thing. Kind of like the Raiders, I guess. Personally, my preference whenever I'm getting specific about this uniform is I prefer the look where they wear the black top and the gold pants. I think
the gold pants. Okay.
They don't do it as much anymore. For now, they kind of do that monochrome look where it's like black top, black pants, which isn't bad either. But I like the gold pants just because I think it balances out the uniform. I'm generally not a monochromatic type uniform liker. Outside of the tight whites for the University of Texas, those can be all white. Those look good, but generally speaking, I want the pants and the jersey to be different colors.
That's true.
So Yeah.
Nowadays they kind of lean towards like that white with like the yellow. It's like gold, but it's like yellow.
Oh,
Like
their throwback look.
Yeah. That is their throwback one. Yeah.
Yeah. My dad, I actually asked him, I think one time, like, what's your favorite jersey in the NFL football? And he said that one. And I was very surprised. I was like, whoa, that came out of left field. But I know a lot of people really like them generally. So
yeah. That was a good one.
That one didn't make my list, but I just like their classic home uniforms with the gold pants. I think are very good.
Nice. I like that one. All right, what are we, 8 right now? Yeah,
yep,
8.
Down to 8.
Okay, so this one is the 90s Miami Dolphins, and it's their aqua. However, yes. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if a lot of people. Their aqua back then was a little darker than their aqua now. Right now, their aqua is a little neon.
They changed up their branding a little bit.
Look, I'm all for neon, but like it reminds me of like 2013 Oregon. It's like, come on, like they did it first. Like and not everyone needs to be a highlighter. Anyways, this aqua feels more like water. Like it looks more like water. So it's their aqua jersey. On their main helmets, they're not even helmets, their main uniforms now, they don't have this part anymore. They don't have like an orange accent like around like the trim and everything. This one did, and I think that looks so cool. I'm a real big fan of like stripes that are like 3 colors going back.
Yeah.
So it's a great look. Or 3 stripes, and it's like blue, orange, blue. I think that, or the aqua, I think it's really cool. Also, they have the dolphin with the little helmet on it.
Yes.
Instead of like just the dolphin swimming.
Yes.
I guess that's
love
cool,
that logo.
Like, yeah, I love the little dolphin with the helmet and everything. And let me see, do they even have, let me see, hold on.
You haven't mentioned this aspect of the helmet, but I think what I really love about that helmet in particular is the face mask is also aqua. That looks really good. Cool. I love that.
It just reminds me of Dan Marino highlights and everything. Okay, one thing they don't have, they have dolphins on the modern ones that just says dolphins, but this one was cursive, bro. It was like dolphins. It's so good. I loved watching highlights of them in these uniforms. They're just very pleasing to look like, and it really fit that Miami culture. You know what I mean? Like that Miami Vice stuff without going too hardcore into it, kind of like the Heat do, but like yeah, I really like this one. I've always liked this one. Every time I played Madden, I would use this team or use this uniform. It's so good. It's just pretty to look at too.
Yeah,
like, easy on the eyes.
Yeah, and Ricky Williams really rocked out on those with the dreads back in the day before that was common. Yeah, that was a great look.
And he had the turquoise, the aqua like face mask too. Yeah, that's iconic right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like it. Great pick. Number 8 for me, we're going to a uniform that was somewhat recent, and then this team changed it to a modern look. But man, when the Rams did their home throwback that they wore, like in the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and they did with Jared Goff for a while, right when they were getting good and just moved back to LA. Those uniforms are great, in my opinion. I really love those. It's such a classic look. There's a lot going on with them, a lot of designs with the ram horns and everything, both on the helmet and also on the shoulder pads. I think is a neat look too, with that kind of swirl, and the colors are so, bright and vivid, but it balances out really well. It honestly, I was kind of comparing the two. I'm like, what does this uniform remind me of? And ironically, it reminds me of another Los Angeles team, USC. They have kind of a similar, if you compare them side by side, they have kind of a similar look with the colors, except these are blue versus USC, which is red.
Right.
But the shoulders in particular, just how they do that,
I didn't even notice
thing on the shoulders is pretty neat. But and then another hot take about this uniform, something that I think kind of drove some people crazy, is that their helmet was darker than the rest of the jersey. And people would always like comment about it, but personally, I love that. Just because I think it differentiated it all and kind of made it pop and everything. So kind of a hot take on that part. And then they changed their look, obviously, to that futuristic uniform. I know a lot of people hated on it originally. I've kind of warmed up to them, honestly. I don't mind them anymore, but I still think that this look is
the ones they were current. Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
think
a little basic, you know.
I like this look a lot better. I mean, obviously it's in my top 10, but that's my number 8.
All right, my number 7. Okay, I hate this team with all my passion. Like I fucking hate this team. The Eagles. I hate the Eagles.
Yes.
However,
Which one? The Kelly Green?
no, not the Kelly Green. I'm
Oh,
not a big Kelly Green. It's honestly an honorable mention for me. I think it's
okay.
iconic, but I don't like Kelly Green. Like I just don't like that color at all.
Okay, fair point.
However, they're midnight green. That the ones I just wear all the
Yeah.
time. They're
Yeah.
midnight green. Like also the way that jersey is also like not made of the same material as like everyone else's jerseys. Like it's not the same material as the Cowboys. Like it's real. It's more. I mean, all the NFL jerseys are like stretchy and shit, but this one's like definitely made of like actual stretchy shit. And I don't know. I don't like the all blacks. I don't like when they wear black and white with the numbers Kelly Green. But when they wear the Kelly Green and the white, it's like damn, it's like rocking camo without it actually being camo. And I think that's why I like it. I don't know. That's just a really pretty colored green to look at. I think it goes well with their helmets and everything. And obviously their helmets are those are amazing helmets. Eagle wings, like come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, as much as I do not like them. They got some really sick like base green, midnight green jerseys, especially with like the eagle on the side and everything. Oh, great branding all around. I respect their branding. Second to the Cowboys, obviously. But yeah, midnight green.
You know why I think you like them so much?
Why?
Because you were saying at the beginning of the video that you love a glossy, glitzy helmet, one that sparkles. Their whole jerseys are like glossy. That's why you were saying like the material looks different. I don't think it's different material. I think it's just that color. It's like glossy. It's got a glossy look. It like shines a little bit.
It looks metallic almost.
Yeah, metallic. That's a good word.
Yeah, definitely. I really like the way that looks, and I really like the way it fits around like the shoulder pads, especially the neck area. Like it's real like tight right here. I don't know if you noticed the Cowboy ones, a little real loose. Like they have like an actual collar on them, or at least the old ones did. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but yeah.
I like it.
Thanks.
Nice. Thanks. So my number 7 is going to be really specific, and some people out there aren't even going to know about these because these haven't been worn in a little while.
Wait, hold on. What team is it?
The Vikings. You may not even know about these.
Okay,
so you're gonna have to do some Google searching. But the Vikings away uniforms, they're all whites that they wore from like the 70s to the early 2000s. So right now, type in like Randy Moss Vikings and look for him in the all white.
God,
with the shoulder stripes. Obviously, obviously these.
Dude, you stole mine, dude.
Really? It made your list?
It made my list.
Yes.
I love those, dude. I love those.
Okay. Well, we'll touch on it twice then.
Okay.
I'll try to not take too much out of your mouth. But
okay. No, you good. I think
obviously
I like it for a different reason, I think.
Okay. Well, I'll point out the obvious then. It does look like LSU with the shoulder stripes. I think they kind of copied from them, but the fact that it's an all white jersey and the pants also have that stripe, it just makes the stripe pop even more that it's in two different areas. And then, I really love the old school Viking helmets. Like the purple they used then was a lot darker and like more intimidating. Nowadays, like the purple they use, I don't know what it is, but it looks like Barney. No, it's not very intimidating, but like the dark purple, I thought looked really tough and cool. And just kind of that retro horn, something I liked a lot.
Do you like the dark purple helmet or the lighter purple? You know what I'm talking about?
You mean like the dark versus is the lighter like the current one?
Yeah, like yeah, I'm trying to see like yeah. Remember how they had like a darker one like,
that they wore with a throwback?
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm looking. Because you said okay. Yes, but okay. So you said 1970s, right?
Yeah, anywhere. I mean, I wasn't very specific with this uniform, but
okay. But I think I'm looking at it right.
They wore them from like the 70s, way back in the day, up until like the
I'm looking
early
at it. Okay.
2000s. So
Okay.
it captures a spread of different players and
Okay. This kind of
generations.
goes into mine, so I'll wait on it. I'll wait on. And actually, we have different Viking jerseys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just looked to make sure. I was like, "Oh, he picked the same one I want." Dude, the one I changed, the one I picked is literally like a few years after like yours got
Okay. I
discontinued.
think I know the one you're talking about too,
Yeah,
because I really like those as well.
yeah.
If it's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, okay.
But I chose the all white with the stripes just because
Yeah,
it's
you can't go
so
wrong.
original and unique. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, like Randy Moss and those jerseys, like
Mm-hmm,
obviously it was
mm-hmm.
before my time, kind of. I mean, I guess I was born, but I mean, I was a kid, you know. But yeah, that was just such a
NFL
cool,
films.
clean look.
You saw
So
it.
yeah, again, looks like LSU, but whatever. That's not a bad thing. LSU's got great uniforms, and I wish they could bring them back. Like what they have now is like okay, but I think it could be so much better with those uniforms. So
Nice.
off to 6.
Off to 6. What did I have at 6? I think these are freaking classic. Straight up, San Diego Chargers. They're the San Diego Chargers. Powder blues. I think their powder blues just go so hard.
Which ones from back when they were in San Diego or
Yeah.
now?
Hold on. Nah, not now. It's the one from like 2014, like Philip
Yeah,
Rivers.
yeah.
Yeah. Those are so good. And I remember they always wore them in like big games, although they never won big games because of the Chargers. But like
Right.
they always would wear these in the big games. They'd be like, the commentators would be like, "Oh, they brought out the patterned blues. Here come Philip Rivers." Yeah, and they lose the game from like special teams, like conundrum debacle, some shit. But yeah. Those I don't know. I always thought those were just different. They remind me a little bit of like how Miami has their all aquas and stuff, but like this is just like powdered blue. Reminds me of like Ole Miss's powder blue a little bit, like how that's like real pretty to look at, but like just with like the yellow Charger instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like the simplicity, and it's really just the color, the way it looks on TV. I think it looks really good.
I like it. Is there anything about the uniform in particular besides the color that stands out?
I was trying. I should have looked into this a little more, and I'm trying to see the difference. Hold on. Okay. All right, one more time. Look at this. Okay. I at least know what I don't like about the current Chargers uniform, and it's the font on the numbers. I know that's very specific. I do not like numbers that are like slanted.
Yeah, I hear you.
I like straight. Yeah, I hate italicized numbers. Like I just think that's like a little gimmicky. My high school had them, and I hated them.
Huh.
Yeah. So yeah, it's mainly the numbers. I really like that yellow trim. I don't know. I like that real. Okay, it's like yellow and black around the numbers, so it really makes that white pop a lot more. Just to hate on like their regular uniforms. I don't like the navy, but what are you gonna do? That's like their main shtick. But like, yeah, give me those powder blues if they can wear those all the time.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Nice, good pick. I know a lot of people like those.
Mm-hmm.
My number 6, we're going with the pretty classic, pretty standard, but I think it's one of the most intimidating uniforms in all of football. The Chicago Bears home uniform. It is so tough. Like that. If you're like, if you're like a big scary linebacker, which I feel like Chicago just has like a heralded tradition of like big scary linebackers. It fits the uniform so well. Like
play at Soldier
Mack,
Field. Like
Dalen, like Mack just looks like the scariest guy ever in that uniform. The dark blue is just such a cool look. Another kind of comparison that I always think of is like if like Gotham City from Batman had a football team, like that would be the look of Gotham, like just that dark look. It's so like menacing. And then the orange the orange to kind of complement it, I think is a great combination. I love the numbering on the jerseys. It's like so old timey. And then like the logo, like it almost, I feel like it was almost kind of like inspired from like an old time baseball look,
You're
like
talking about like their base, right?
Yeah, just a regular Chicago Bears.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I have a Chicago Bear uniform too, but it's not the one you have. You haven't said it, but yeah, I love it. They look like baseball. That's a good way to put it. They look like a baseball team, but like a tough baseball team. Yeah, especially their socks. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that really goes good with it. But yeah, that's a good pick, bro.
Yeah.
Also,
just the all-time classic.
Do you know what the GSH means on their sleeve?
I think that has something to do with like their owner, but I'd have to
never
look
knew.
that
Okay,
up.
I should probably now's the time we
right.
look this up.
I should have looked it up beforehand so I could, because I knew the Lamar Hunt thing for the Chiefs.
What does it mean?
Initials of George H. Hollis, the founder of the Bears franchise. Not only did Hollis found the team, but he also was a player and head coach. Oh.
Wow. Okay. Well, what a way to be immortalized. That's real cool.
Neat.
Also, Chicago is just a cool town to be called the Bears, and also look like it's just tough all the way around.
Yeah. I think it's the toughest. Not just all of football. College.
I don't even know.
It's the toughest uniform in all of football.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, I think about that. That's up there for me. I've always loved their uniforms.
It's great.
The C is just.
It's just such a shame that they've been horrible.
I know, right? It's like, can you guys be good? So
yeah,
I can watch these more.
Yeah, if they were like a like a Patriots, like it'd be hard not to like them, just because. But they've never been that great outside of that 85 year. They've never been that great. So, I guess Walter Payton was great, but yeah.
All right. Let me go. All right, number 5. All right, here's where the Vikings. Okay. It's the ones that AP was wearing within like.
Is it their throwback that they wore against the Packers with Brett Favre?
Yes.
Yes. That almost made my list.
You talking the purple one, right?
Yeah, the purple one with the super dark helmet.
That's what I was talking about. The helmet, like dark. I was like, do you like the dark or the light helmet?
That was a great look. I love those too.
Oh, so good. And that's when and to keep going on the helmets, I'm a big helmet guy if you haven't noticed. But I hate their helmets. I hate a matte helmet, a matte finish. I think that's lazy. I think it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like it's just like you just bought a helmet and like put a sticker on it and like, there you go. But this is when I had the metallic ones too, and I really like that look, and it's dark, and then like you have like a white like stripe on the sleeve surrounded by like yellow, and it's just real clean. It's real simple too. There's nothing on it. But though, like it just like screams purple people eaters. Like it's just iconic.
It's their classic look.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the gray face mask on it too. Yes, I think it makes it look really menacing.
It reminds me of watching Frank Tarkenton highlights when I woke up in the morning with my cereal, bro. I was not. Ask my father. He brags about this to every freaking person he meets. My son wasn't watching cartoons in the morning. He was watching NFL films. And I was, bro. I was watching NFL films. And I remember that's just ingrained in my head, just Frank Tarkenton running around in that dark and like running for his life. It's just so good. It's simple. It's simple and it's mean. And for the longest time, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know the thing on their helmet was like a Viking horn. I was like, I thought it was just like some kind of like wave or something. But I've been in love with those since I was a kid. Those are so good. And it just I imagine like AP running and shit. It's just so cool.
Yeah, so cool. They need to bring him back. Oh, like that was such a good
darker
look.
Purple, man.
Yeah, or just go dark purple, like I said.
Yeah,
definitely. Just in general, whatever they have now, the purple isn't as dark as what it was, especially in those uniforms. But even like the ones I was mentioning, like the darker purple is just a lot more intimidating than like a light purple.
So absolutely
love those uniforms. I thought about it for my top 10, but I went with all whites.
I like that we picked some of the same teams but different uniforms. That's really
cool. That's neat. All right, my number 5. Again, a same team that you already mentioned, but a different uniform. The Dolphins' current throwback.
Okay,
their current throwback. I think They just wore last game of the season.
That's a good. Yeah, no,
Against
that's the one
Patriots.
I was talking about. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's a great uniform. Pretty similar, I guess, to yours, but again, gray face mask. It works for this one. I think it looks extra tough. The darker aquas, they went to the darker ones versus the current ones they have now. Just like what you said with your uniform, I think it captures, that South Florida vibe very well without sacrificing the tough look, because the uniforms that they have now, like, they're clean. They look good on receivers. But like the all whites in particular with the modern Dolphin, like that's not scary, like that's not a tough look.
It's
like
so
that,
bland.
Yeah,
so bland. Especially when they wear like white socks with it too. It's like you don't have, and you're wearing t-shirts. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like it's clean. Like I said, it looks good on the fast guys, but like talking about like the defensive players, like it's just not scary. But this one is like intimidating. It's tough and big while still giving that South Florida look.
You know where you like it? It's like the Bears jersey, bro. It looks like a baseball uniform.
Yeah,
the stripes and stuff. A little bit.
I'm a stripes guy in general.
I love stripes.
Yeah, but their current home throwback, I know that their fans really love them, and I love them too. But yeah, I got them at number 5.
Nice. That was a really good pick. Nice. Number 4. The Cowboys alternates, bro, that they discontinue. I mean, I know it's a throwback, but like, growing up watching Tony Romo,
Thanksgiving Day,
when he's like with the popcorn, he's wearing, yes, dude, yes, man, yeah, Thanksgiving, like you really would wear these. I was 2012. I looked it up. 2012 was when they stopped wearing these, and I remember being like, "Where did they go, bro? Dude, why did they stop those, bro?" I don't.
It's the helmet rule. That's why they killed all these throwbacks. Because
what do you mean?
They changed a rule to where with these throwbacks in particular, they got a white helmet, right? Yeah. Nowadays, if you ever do a throwback, you got to have the same helmet, so it's going to be the same color. So some teams can pull it off.
Like the same base color, you mean?
Right. It's the same helmet, just with different stickers for some of these modern throwbacks, like the Dolphins. They're able to pull that off. And just change out the face mask because it's a white base. But for the Cowboys, they got a silver helmet. So they were unable to continue that particular look. So they got now like that modern throwback look that they wear like once a year, which I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of those either.
But those, the ones you're referring to, yeah, they look great. But I think next season or sometime really soon, they're going back to allowing different colored helmets, which will allow for more throwbacks. And I'm sure the Cowboys will go back to this look.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know what? The only reason I'm not excited about that rule is that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to wear those ugly ass yellow helmets. Those were disgusting.
No, you weren't a fan?
I hated those.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. There's just so many memories tied into this uniform, and it's just so clean. The blue star. I think that's I mean, it's always a blue star. I shouldn't say that, but like, there's something different. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The all blue star, it doesn't have trim and everything.
Right.
Right. Yeah. I think that's really, it's just the star. I think that's really cool. I think the white helmet, I think that's also cool. And I don't know. There's just a lot of history involved and a lot of memories growing up. But yeah, I think those are that's like the jersey that made up America's team. Yeah, I love that one so much.
Nice.
So much memories.
Nice. Yeah. I also got a lot of memories with those as a kid. That was, I still have it. I have a Jason Witten jersey of with that throwback look.
If y'all are wondering, this is a Miles Austin.
Real dated.
Real dated, bro. Do you remember when Miles Austin came onto the scene? Bro?
Oh, he was hot. He was hot.
Dude, we just got the next star receiver in the NFL. It just was gone in 3-4 years. Dating Kim Kardashian. Remember that? That was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
but
he was a star.
I know, dude. I remember him
in disappeared. I don't know what happened.
He went on the Browns for a little bit and he just kind of disappeared. I mean, he had his time in the sun. It was all right. It was then Terrence Williams came to take his
Terrence
shot.
Williams was good too. And then he fell off.
Yeah, they all fell off.
Yeah.
But hey, what are you gonna do? It's the NFL.
Yeah.
But yeah, alternates number 4 for me for Cowboys.
Okay. My number 4 is the Patriots home uniforms from the Brady era. So they wore these from like the 90s up until Tom Brady left. So just type in Tom Brady Patriots, you're going to get the look. It's kind of a basic uniform. There's really nothing that stands out about it when you look at the design. But the colors to me, I just love. I love the red face mask on the silver helmet. And then the flying Elvis, is pretty neat too. But just their helmets in general, for whatever reason, I've always been really captivated by them. And just easily the colors, that blue that they have for their home jerseys combined with the silver and then a little bit of red accent and then that Patriots font on their jersey. I don't know why, but I know a lot of Patriots fans actually say like, I'm actually not that big of a fan of that uniform, but for me, I think it's just a combination of the colors and then the fact that this uniform is like synonymous with winning, like the winningest football ever.
You saw this uniform countless amount of times,
right?
Bro.
Right.
Like this was just ingrained in your head. You're like, that's the Patriots.
Yeah, it's just, I think the fact that it's so associated with winning just naturally makes me attracted to it. I'm not a Patriots fan, obviously. Yeah. I don't like the Patriots, but I do like these Brady era uniforms a lot.
You know what underrated part about these uniforms is the red lines that come in through the sides. Mm-hmm. Like there's not a lot of uniforms that have that.
Yeah, that's kind of
the back too. I like that.
That's kind of an early 2000s look.
It is, right?
A lot of teams did that. Like the Vikings with Adrian Peterson did that.
Yeah, you're right. They did have those.
I think the Cardinals still do that too.
Oh, it's when they were like rocked by Reebok and everything too. It's when they're the Reebok ones. Like I'm looking at the 08 ones, but I feel like that's pretty close to it. But yeah.
Just a great look. Again, it comes down to the colors. It comes down to that red face mask.
Yeah.
And
okay. Nice. All right. This one, look, I might get heat for this one.
Number 3.
It's a modern uniform. It's a modern uniform.
Ooh.
It's in my top 3 of all time. And
not a classic.
Not a classic at all. However, I thought it was a classic. That's how good it was. I was like, yeah, this must be some kind of throwback. They only wear this 2 times a year. Okay, bro. I'm gonna put you on real quick. The Chicago Bears white uniform, but with like the modern day helmet with the lines, like the 3, like the Wolverine, the Michigan Wolverine without the front, without the front
liney
part.
ones with like the striped socks and stuff.
The socks that are super stripy, like not even just like a little stripy, like they're all striped orange like that. And then not only do they have stripes on the sleeves, but they got the stripes on the shoulder pads too. And I think that's a tough fucking uniform, bro. How much I like that in the NFL? I don't like that.
You know what, right? Madrid? These are from 1936.
No, they're not, bro.
They are. I just looked it up. They're 100th year anniversary.
You're lying, dude.
Centennial year, yes.
You're lying, dude. Where? 1930s?
Just look it up. Type in Bears, Chicago Bears alternate.
That's just the helmet. Fine, I'll give you the helmet.
1936 classic uniforms.
They're not. Fuck. All right, turn off the podcast. We're done. Turn it off. Damn. I feel like an idiot right now. I for sure thought I went through this. Okay. Well, it's not a modern uniform, and it may not be a hot take at all. But those are a sick ass jersey, and I think those are my top 3 for sure. Sorry about that. But yeah. I think just for the reason stated, like I think that's a really unique helmet. Honestly, the modern take is actually like pretty good. They were using like the leather heads back then, but
right.
Yeah. I just think that's a really cool helmet. It makes them look like they're assaulting forward, and I don't know. That's just, I'm glad they brought those back then. Because they haven't worn it since then. I think this is pretty new to like this year and last year.
Yeah, they're pretty new.
Yeah, so like new to me. They're modern to me. But yeah, that's number 3 for me. I really like that jersey, especially with Justin Fields wearing it. I don't know, it looks cool in it.
Yeah. Third. Nice. All right, my number 3, going back to a classic, one of the most classic uniforms in the NFL, the Packers home uniform. has not changed. There's no reason for it to change.
There's no reason to change.
It's so beautiful. I mean, I'm not a Packers fan, but it just the green and the yellow complement so well. The particular color green, whatever it is, just looks great.
I cannot deny.
The iconic G logo that I think Lombardi came up with it. It's great. It's so good that like Georgia copied it, you know, but the Packers started it. And the white numbers really pop. Like they're very flat. There's no outline on the numbers, but they just pop off because of that dark green that is in front of. And just the overall uniform. It just is classic. It's I guess you could say it's like basic and bland and everything, but I mean the colors and just everything else is just such a classic look, and it's so good. You know, everyone looks good in those, you know.
They had the twinkle in the helmet.
The twinkle, yeah. Yeah. So Packers home uniforms.
Can't go wrong with that one either.
Can't go wrong.
Okay. This one I loved playing using in Madden 05. I think that one had Sean Alexander on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I got that game on GameCube. My dad says like, "You want to go get a game?" I was like, "Yeah." I got the new Madden on GameCube. But this jersey for the Atlanta Falcons, they wore these early 2000s, barely early 2000s, mostly 90s.
Like the Dirty Bird Falcons?
Yes.
Okay, yes. I know what you're talking about now.
Best logo ever. Yeah. Or at least one of them, bro. The simplicity, but the way it looks like it's like a reaper, like it's about to come and like kill you, bro. It looks so good. I mean, it's the Falcon nowadays looks fine, but it doesn't look like that.
Yeah, it's not quite as eerie.
Yeah, it doesn't, dude. It's like Halloween scary.
Yeah,
dude. Like it's like and like the Falcon's legs are coming out like that, the talons. Like it's so good. Yeah. The only part of the jersey that's white is either the trim or like the names or letters. Everything else just black. Just black, and then just the numbers and names just outlined in red. And it just looks like blood, and it just looks mean. And like it's a black face mask, and it's a black helmet, and it's just, ooh, bro. If they were ever brought these back, because I don't think it's the same. Let me see. Let me look. I don't think it's the same.
It's not quite the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. And they outlined the Falcon in red compared to these old ones.
Right. Yeah.
I don't like that.
It's slightly.
But that's the wave right there. That is one of the hardest jerseys I've ever seen in my life. Like whoever made that killed that shit. And it's simple, and it's just the colors doing the work. And it's really just the colors and the logo doing the work. There's no fancy lines going around. There's no stripes. It's just boom. It's just simple and to the point, and it's menacing, and that's what a football jersey should be. Really good, really good, really good.
Yeah, I like it. I definitely considered having these in my top 10.
Yeah,
at one point. So I'm glad that you mentioned them. Mm-hmm. All right, we're down to 2. Number 2, another classic. Sorry, I'm sucker for classics, but
dude.
Cowboys home white. It needed to make one of our lists. You know, it's just obviously fine. I'm biased as a Cowboys fan, but I think even if I was like not a Cowboys fan, it'd still be on the list. It's just it's so clean. I think it's one of the cleanest uniforms in all of football. I
agree.
The silver, the blue, the white, you know, it all just goes together so well. The star logo, you know, is just iconic. It's so like simple yet captures, you know, what the Cowboys are all about. I've always been weirdly attracted to the pants, you know, the color of the pants. It's like silver, but it's got some blue tint to it. And
almost looks kind of. I've been trying to understand.
It almost looks kind of green.
It looks like pond water a little bit. Yeah. I don't understand. I like them. They look great, and it's like that's not like why is that? It's like why is that it works, but like why is that the color? Like I don't know. I've never understood those color pants, but I like them.
Yeah, whatever they are, they look great. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it is just classic uniform that I think even if you hate the Cowboys, you still gotta tip your hat to that uniform.
It's a good jersey. It's a good jersey.
It's great.
It's a good one. All right.
We're down to number 1.
This one, is hard for me as well.
Ooh.
But it's a simple uniform. They've been using it for years. It's San Francisco red uniforms.
Okay. I knew someone had to say it. Someone had to say it.
Niners red uniforms, bro.
Yep.
They look like candy, bro. It is so good. They also look like Iron Man too, with the gold helmet, especially with nowadays where the helmets they have like, the flex pad and it's all like angles. They look like superheroes, bro. Like, or at least like robots or like some shit like that. But like the gold pants and the gold helmet like really go well with each other. And then the red is just red. It's a nice red. It reminds me of Kansas City's red. It might be the same.
It's kind of similar, like a cherry red. Yeah,
like a cherry red. But it's really that logo too, the SF, and then just just the stripe of the red on the helmet and the white. It's they look like soldiers, and they look like futuristic bots. I know this sounds weird, but like in my head, this is what they look, and they look so cool. I think that's an iconic jersey.
Yeah, it's definitely iconic. I agree that I love the colors in this uniform, but the only reason I've never been a fan of them is I personally am not a big fan of the logo. I don't know why. I think it's a personal thing, but for whatever reason, I've never liked the San Francisco logo. Okay. I felt like if personally, again, hot take, my own opinion, but I feel like if they had a different logo, I don't know what it would be to convey the Niners, so maybe something related. But if they had a different logo, I think I'd like the uniform a lot more. I'm not telling them to change it. They shouldn't change it. It's iconic. Everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Just my opinion. I don't know why. It's got to be a personal thing. But
it's got to be because those things are hard, bro. I don't know.
They're great. They're great uniforms.
Yeah, I think that's just like who that is. They don't change it up a lot. They really don't have a lot of alternates. They just recently got like
they do have those kind of throwbacky ones. The ones with the shadow.
Those the shadow numbers. I like those. Those are fine. They also use the older San Fran's like real like simple, it's like just red with the SF. But although they are guilty of committing a cardinal sin, black uniforms when black is just like not the colors.
Yes.
What? That's disgusting. That is. What are you doing? I can say, where's the only black? The only black I think is just the trim. It's just the trim around the San, and they added it's just the trim around the San Francisco logo. Like it's nowhere else. I hate that. But other than that, the guy got good base ones, the red ones at least.
Yep, that's a great one. Thanks. Great uni. I don't think many people can dispute that is a number one. Mm-hmm. My number one, though, is a jersey that unfortunately has not been worn for a very, very long time. But every time I see it, I'm like in love. And it makes me wish that this team never left Houston. The Oilers.
Oh, okay.
The Oilers powder blues are such
OG powder blues are there, man.
Yes, they are such a vibe. It is like old school and retro in like all the right ways.
It fits the times too, bro.
It's like, that 80s, look. The powder blue pops, the red accent goes along. They got the red face mask. I think they started that before the Patriots did. And again, I love a red face mask. Oilers rocked it ahead of their time. And what I love so much about this uniform in particular, outside of the colors, which are great, but their logo, the oil derrick, like that is like,
how can an oil derrick look so cool?
Yeah,
right.
I know.
How is that?
And you can't. I dare someone to debate that you can find an NFL logo that matches the city as perfectly as Houston's oil derrick.
Dude, they look like a freaking like I don't know, the USFL like jersey like that they'd use an oil derrick or something. You know what I mean? Like it's like trying to relate to the city or something.
It's got like it's like an older design. It's not like a modern-y weird.
No, it looks like an old rickety like wooden derrick.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're talking about oil derricks right now.
Yeah, but no, just a great altogether because it's got the color appeal and it's got the cultural appeal that go along together. I think that's what makes a great uniform is you got to have the right colors, obviously, but it's got to match the culture of your city. And the logo does that and the colors do that. It's just such a great look. And I really wish.
Is it because of the helmet rule thing?
No, it's because they left Houston. They're the Titans now.
I mean, yeah, they're the Titans. I guess they own that color now, though. Yeah, you're right.
They do. So I think
right.
they've worn them before as a throwback, but it makes me wish that they never left Houston. I wish
I know.
The Texans have such a lame name and uniform. Like, I wish they didn't exist.
Your basic Xbox generated jersey, bro. It's bad. Disgusting.
It's bad. But man, if the Oilers never left, I honestly, like, these uniforms are so good, it would make me debate about being a Cowboys fan. I think I'd still be a Cowboys fan because I'm from Dallas and have this agencies. But it's
an oil derrick, and it looks amazing. Oil derrick.
They look like superheroes. Like, they got like a Superman vibe to them, you know? Yeah. So that's my number one. I love these uniforms.
That's a good number one. That's a solid number one. Dude.
I wish they still existed.
I do too. That's a good one, man. That's a real good one. Nice. That was a really comprehensive list we just put together.
It was very comprehensive. I don't think none of us had the same one.
No.
Same one wasn't mentioned twice.
Got close.
Yeah, we had a few of the same teams, but none of the same uniforms. So that's a good video.
Good vid right there.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe right there.
Right. So thank you guys for watching that are still around. I think we went a little long, but we had a good time.
It's fun.
Yeah. So comment your top 10 below. Let us know your thoughts about our choices and if you agree or disagree or what uniforms we missed. I'm sure we missed some. But yeah, any final words, Madrid?
I suppose, I mean, by the time you guys watch this, it will be over already, but supposedly it's supposed to like get really, really cold again, and like sleet and stuff. My classes got canceled tomorrow. So like, wow. I'm vibing, bro. But hopefully you guys stay safe, stay warm. Hopefully we don't have a round 2, but thanks for continuing to grow with us, like from the bottom of my heart, really. Like me and Matt and started this like 3 years ago, and then like a year and a half later Trevor joined, and we started doing this out of Thomas's apartment and like bugging him to like, hey, can we come over and film, like but yeah, we've noticed a lot of growth, especially at the end of the season and the season in general, and like this was one of the most productive off seasons I think we've had too so far. So just want to appreciate you guys. Like, I don't know, this was just a hobby. Just a few dudes wanted to talk football, and I don't know, and then you guys listen. I think that's cool. I appreciate y'all.
Agreed. Great sentiments. Thank you guys for subscribing and watching and all those things. And hopefully we continue to provide good content that you like and that you're excited about.
Thanks so much.
All right, guys. Y'all take care. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to comment below. And because we're Longhorn fans and this is a Longhorn show, even though I'm sure there's plenty of non-Longhorn fans out there. Welcome.